Hey Gardenieres, I'm Coach Dave. William, myself, and a bunch of other of us are going to help you make the best garden you possibly can have. Now what is a garden? A garden could be anything from a single pot to an entire backyard, whatever you want it to be. So let's get started with it, and I'm going to show you how. So the first thing we want to talk about are containers. Containers come in everything from adobe, plastic, terracotta, ceramic, wood, metal, a whole bunch of others. Adobe is great because it's cost effective, great for outdoors, and you can put as many plants or as little as you want. In plastic, the awesome thing about plastic is all you have to do is drill the amount of holes you want and you can regulate the drainage. Terracotta, one of my favorites because you can't overwater with terracotta. You put the water in, the excess moisture just evaporates. And ceramic. Ceramic is very decorative. It's usually used on patios and inside of homes. So now that we talked about that, let's take a look at building a raised bed. When you're building a raised bed, you want to make sure you come up with an idea of how high you want it to be and what you want it to be made out of. Cherrywood timbers are great because you can bring them as high as you want, although you have to have some kind of a bracing system. When you come to railroad ties, that's another one that doesn't really require much of a bracing system, but it only goes so high. With retaining wall, you just place out the first layer, and this nice little ridge here makes it so they go right into place, perfect every time. When dealing with soils, it's pretty simple. Potting mix for pots, garden soil is for putting in gardens. When you're dealing with the garden soil, you gotta make sure you have enough so you mend that soil to make things grow in the type of soil that they need. And a little tip for you, whenever you're putting in vegetables especially, you're only dealing with the top 4 to 6 inches. So don't go waste your time going 2-3 feet down. Okay, here I've chosen some of my favorite plants to put in a pot or in a garden. First I have penstemons. This is awesome because for the most part, once a week watering is all you need, saves you water. Then we have mandavias. Now mandavias, as long as you have sun, you're gonna have bright, bright colors. They come in a bush form or in a vine form. Jasmine, not only do you get a beautiful looking plant, but it also smells great. Then we have snapdragons. Snapdragons, although they're an annual, they give you that height and all those colors, they just can't be beat. And hydrangea. This is a shade plant, never full sun, but if you have that shady area and you want some beautiful color, hydrangeas are where you want to be. We have tomato plants. Plant those, get all those tomatoes. How awesome is that? You can have a garden wherever you want it, because anybody can do this, from that smallest little pot to the entire garden paradise. So why don't you come back to us at gardenieres.com and we'll be with you all season long to help you with any questions you might have. See ya.